Lobsters.
Well, good morning, Lobster Crew. What's an Olbster? Juiced Zoidam in the chat, going for the lobster combo, but he's failed at the first hurdle and spelt it wrong. God bless him though. This rather saucy little number, it's called Wubba Lubba by Proxima. Heard this a little while ago on the Noisier podcast. Olbster. Looks like the YouTube chat is already live AF. Shit's popping off like bottle cap tops, ladies and gentlemen. Whew. Mr. Merck's got his coffee, his shoes and his flip-flops. And he's ready to hurl his breakfast at the telly. Yeah man, that's Wubba Lubba by Proxima. Could that be a late entry shoe thrower of the week? I think I'm changing chin swinger of the week to shoe thrower of the week as it just makes a lot more sense. Am I right? Ladies and gentlemen, it's 4 minutes past the hour that is 10. Are we on daylight saving time now? Are we on Greenwich Mean Time? I don't know, nor do I care. It is the 1st of November, pinch and a punch for the 1st of the month, and no fucking returns. Okay, fine, good. It's 2018, the Chinese year of the pinger. The Lobster Crew are in full effect in the chat. Decent folk. Decent, God-fearing women, men, children, beasts, animals, the whole spectrum of reality are there, scattered across the flat earth like a moody child hurling a packet of Revels across a kitchen floor because he's not allowed a Coca-Cola before dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes, that's all I want.
You're getting on, you're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Flat Earth, welcome to Coffee and Memes on Threshold.fm. It's Thursday, 1st of November. The eve of All Hallows is now safely in the past. From the look of the news today, many people have been sacked for their Halloween costumes. People seem to like... There seems to be almost a kind of, I guess, backlash against the sort of politically correct... notion that there are Halloween costumes that are off limits. That's for everyone to decide, isn't it? But it looks like people have gone, nope. I think I'm gonna rebel against that, and their workplace have gone, okay, we're going to fire you. It's a crazy world out there, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope that you all don't get yourselves into too much trouble. Just try and be nice to each other. That's all I'm saying. Just try and be a good lobster. Try and be top lobster. Climb your way up the competence hierarchy. Do some fucking good in the world. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. There's a fine collection of people, humans that make drum and bass in the catalogue today. Talking of catalogues, I'm thinking of starting a new feature which is called Drum and Bass Producer or IKEA Furniture, where I list names, of, and people have to guess which of the two they are. I mean, what have we got in here? Rido, Posse, the Malux. That is definitely a shelving unit. I'm not. Come on. He did a track called Funk, which is probably also a chest of drawers. Simula, yeah, that's a curtain rail. Headex, no, that's paracetamol. Solix, yep, that's the sort of that's the vinyl shelving. I know that's Calyx. Banter. Anyway, there's some mad stuff going on in the world today, which I think is worth getting into. But actually, I do want to play this Signal track first. A couple of other brief bits of housekeeping. Yeah, the iTunes podcast is up and it's going well, and people are downloading and subscribing to that. If you want to listen to this by the podcast, that's absolutely fine. I won't hold anything against you for it. Feel free to give it a 5-star rating on iTunes. That'd be nice. That helps bump it up the fucking simulation or whatever the hell they're doing. YouTube have now allowed me to monetize my channel, which is cool. Although, obviously, I can't monetize any of these videos because they've got other people's music in and they get to monetize it, and that's fine by me. That's the kind of music industry communism I can get behind. But the Super Chat is now live. You can so you can donate cash through the chat on the YouTube. God knows why you'd want to, but that's up to you. So, yeah, look, let's play this. I want to play this Signal tune because I think we need to probably decide on what this week's shoe thrower is. And I'm thinking 2ME could be it. Or it could be a late addition from that Proxima track. I think that's a lampshade. Also, yeah, talking of Posse, he's going to be on the show next week, next Wednesday. Dutch's Finest. Are there any other Dutch drum and bass producers? Not that I've ever heard of. But Posse is going to be on Wednesday for a chat and a banter. He's going to tell us about how he got arrested in China for having long legs and other foolish escapades. But until then, here's 2ME by Signal. This is an I mean, you might want to think about slipping off one of your slippers. That's what they're for, after all. And just consider throwing it at the wall. Super chat not available in your region, Squidgy Beats. You poor man. I have your vest, which is going in the post today, as the printing service that I use don't ship to Thailand, so I had it shipped to mine, and now I'm going to go and post it myself. I'll give it a little kiss just on the way out. Looks nice though. Yeah, thanks. I know that Noisier and Black Sun Empire are from Holland. I was being sassy. You know me, ever the sass. I'm actually not overly convinced that Holland is real. It's worth thinking about, isn't it? I mean, think about the accent. They're not serious, are they? Like South Africans, surely not. Whoa! Lobsters. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh god, big up to Tom Camm for the meme that he's just, well, I don't know if it's a meme, but the bit of Photoshop action that he's posted in the Lobster Crew chat with Just Through It in the Nike style with a man hurling a shoe. That's amazing. Also, Grief Tono End is Art's Banksy style brogue. Very nice. Give it to me. 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 Right, yeah, that's 2ME by Signal, and that is serious shoe throwing potential. Serious shoe throwing potential. My ankles are itching just at the thought of it. Right, but we must crack on. I have got so much sex robot news today that I'm not even sure if there's going to be room for any real news. Or maybe I need to space it out. It's there's a lot of it. It's just loads. It's just too much. Okay, well, we'll start at the beginning and work our way through. Camm Soda launches the ultimate adult experience where users mimic sex with models through a combination of VR and sex dolls. Now, I would take umbrage with the word mimic there. Although the guy in the picture who looks like Zach Braff out of Scrubs, pretty sure it's him, and he's got a sex robot on his lap, and he's got a VR headset on, and I think there could definitely be some potential for some meme action on this. Let me get that onto the other computer, and we'll have a bit of a hoot at it. That's a deal for you. Oh, Uptown Girl. She's been living in an uptown world, but she's never had a backstreet guy. Whoa! whoa there, Mowgli. Damn, son. Yeah, he's getting it done, isn't he? He's not fucking around. Come on. Oh, no, that's moving around now. Just get smaller, please. Go smaller. There, good. Okay, yes, so Camm Soda has launched what it describes as the ultimate adult experience, and here is Scrubs' Zach Braff giving it the good stuff. Woo, shit, he's titting up a robot, he's got VR headset on and a big old grin on his face, and a nice sort of tweed jacket. Lovely stuff. What? Jesus, I haven't got into this article yet. They're giving the sex robots like the huge sort of collagen fish lips now. It's good to see they're going on trend. Big eyebrows as well, that's the thing. Cool, so I guess they look a bit northern. Howie. Anyway, the porn site has joined forces with Real Doll to offer an experience dubbed VIRP. It's just too close to RIP for my liking, but okay. Short for Virtual Intercourse with Real People. This has some slight feelings of Demolition Man, you know, with Sylvester Stallone and Air Out of Speed. What's her name? Sandra Bullock. When they have quote-unquote sex, where they just sort of put those headsets on and sit opposite each other, and he gets all razzed off because he just wants to get a bonk on, but they don't have real sex in the future. Brothel buys sex doll because first one called Fanny is more popular than its real working girls. Oh, that looks like a good story. The experience involves a real doll, sex doll, which has been equipped with a Lovenzy Max, a male vibrator that mimics a vagine. Users can request real-time sex with a model who will use a Lovenzy, it's just love with NSE on the end. How are you supposed to put it? Lovenzy Nora rabbit vibrator. The movements that the model uses on the Lovenzy Nora will be mimicked through the sex doll's, you know, robot Fanny. So sex with the doll feels like real sex with the model. Oh shit, the future is here, boys. Okay, so the long and the short of this is you jack into it. Hold on, sorry. No. Okay, you load it up, yeah. So this Camm Soda website, obviously I've never heard of it.
Lobsters.
It is like Cam Girls, yeah. So they obviously put some sort of doodad in their sort of Miffy, yeah. And then you put the whatnot on the end of your Johnson, and then they're moving around, giving it all of that, and it mimics the moving around of it. Yeah. And then you've got the VR headset on so you can see it. And then you've got your whatnot, sort of your robot, sort of mechanical Fanny strapped into one of the sex dolls. And if Jesus Christ, if this isn't a terrifying glimpse of the future. To make the experience even more realistic, users wear a virtual reality headset which shows the Camm model in action. Darren Parker, VP at Camm Soda and bona fide wanker, says, people have long speculated as to how the adult industry would shamelessly harness its cutting-edge technology to deliver the ultimate sensory experience, one that mimics real-life interaction and, of course, intercourse. Our partnership with Real Doll to allow our fans a VIRP is an absolute game-changer. Wankers all over the world are going to be blowing their wads like they've never even imagined. Fans will now be able to interact with their favourite Camm models in real time via live virtual reality, while simultaneously feeling the sensations of actual intercourse via the Real Doll and the Teledildonic interactions. That's not a word that's from the dictionary, is it? Teledildonic. Oh. No, sorry, teledildonic integration. I'm just going to Google teledildonic. I mean, they're just having a fucking field day thinking up these names, aren't they? It's like, all right, well, we need a new name to basically describe the act of a mechanical vagina that is synced up with a real vagina on the other end of an internet connection. How about a teledildonic integration? Yeah, fuck it, why not? Teledildonics, also known as Cyberdildonics, is technology for remote sex, where tactile sensations are communicated over a data link between the participants. Basically 12,000 results on Google. That's just 171,000 results for just Teledildonic. List of the best Teledildonic sex toys on the market for men. Her 20-year patent on Teledildonics has expired. Fuck off, has that word been around for 20 years? Oh, I've lost the bloody thing now. Where are they? Essentially, users will be able to live out their ultimate sexual fantasies and quench their immediate desires in an immersive sensory environment that allows them to have real sex with virtual partners. It's not real sex, but the experience comes with a hefty price tag. Real doll, sex dolls start at $1,000. That's for just a torso. It's terrifying, isn't it? That you would potentially just buy the torso. Or a full doll can cost upwards of $7,000, including individual customizations, like making it have a huge bottom, like the girls off of Instagram, or gigantic lips. Oh, Matt McMullen, here he is. Oh, he's the CEO at Real Doll. It's the same dude. It's all there's only like one company doing it. He's doll banger. Tests those ones out, knocks them about. Matt McMullen says, "We're excited to work alongside Camm to usher in a new era of interconnectedness that many previously thought unattainable. The wankers are going to go crazy for this shit. Oh god, they're going to be spunking not only their loads, but their bank accounts all over it." With the rollout of VIRP, users will be able to enjoy their real dolls in an immersive environment that hinges on reality, bringing together the industry's cutting-edge technology, real dolls, Teledildonics, virtual reality, and camming. Right, first person to make a tune called Teledildonics and send it to me will get played on the show. Don't just go changing the name of a tune you've already made. There has to be some element in it that maybe you could get. There's plenty of videos of sex dolls talking on YouTube. Maybe a few little samples off of that. Maybe some, if you can find, even better, if you can find some samples of Matt McMullen or Dollbanger talking, get them onto it. I'll premiere it on the show. How's that for a fucking deal? Right, but until then, here is a IKEA shelving unit, Malux, with a track called Fonk, Synergy remix. It's fucking good tune though. Jesus, just blown about 20 minutes on that fucking article. Oh, Ebola has already done a tune called Teledildonics. Just need to shill for likes quickly. If you're watching the live stream on YouTube, please don't be afraid to hit that like button, as it does actually seem to push the video a lot further post-stream. So you'll be doing me a huge favour, and I love you very much, very, very much. This Initiative Q thing that I've seen around, is it a scam? Is it a mailing list for sex robots? I mean, I'm not saying I'm averse to either of those things. I should also let you know that tonight at 9 p.m, my main man, Hugh Downer, aka Duff, will be bringing his drum and bass show All Aboard to Threshold.fm. So you can tune in live at Threshold.fm to his brand new weekly show. That is by... Hold on. Oh, it's all gone wrong now. It's fine. That's by Malux. It's called Fonk. It's remixed by Synergy. It's a nice bit of gear, that. Listen, yeah, just snapping some pics to get them up onto the other computer. I mean, I'll find a better solution for this at some point. But until then, Uptown Girl, she's been living in an uptown world. But you never had a sex robot. But you never had a big-ass thought. Right, baby-faced teen who posed joyriding in Rolls-Royce yawns as he's locked up for running over police officer.
It's appalling.
It's pretty bad.
Lobsters.
Cash Parkinson. You know a man is trouble when his name is Cash. DJ Cash. DJ Cash Money. Yeah, that's it. Cash Parkinson sent the officer flying into the bonnet of his stolen car, and a court in Manchester heard how he could have been killed. 25 to life. This is in the UK. Baby-faced teen who posed joyriding a 200 grand Rolls Royce yawned as he was locked up for reversing into a police officer. Right, now the term babyface is bandied around a lot. But I swear to God, this kid is 18. You will not believe it. Look at the little cunt. Oh my God, what an absolute terror. Yeah, he's 18 apparently. Yeah, there he is. Just stick him down there. That's fine. Why don't you just resize yourself? Come on, I know you're capable. Right, there he is, the little bastard. Let's get him in the roller. You can barely see over the fucking steering wheel. Jesus, look at the little cunt. He looks like an absolute sod. He really does. What a little rotter. Let's find out more. This is look, the long and the short of this story is that he is obviously little Jimmy Cartwright off the estate. You know, the little freckle-faced boy with the gimpy leg who sells pingers and put bloody David Guetta in the hospital for setting him on fire and ran DJ Arwan over. It's ridiculous. You can't go around setting fire to massive DJs. It's just not going to get you anywhere, is it? Defiant pictures show Cash Parkinson, 18, shamelessly bragging about his life of joyriding from the driver's seat of a luxury Phantom supercar. Channeling the spirit of Brass High there. At 5'2", he was so small he could barely see over the steering wheel of the vehicle, which was parked in a modest terrace street near his home in Ashton-under-Lyne. Under-Lyne. Greater Manchester. Why is there a 200 grand Rolls Royce in the modest terrace street? I want to know. He was proved a massive headache for police. He has proved a massive headache for police and locals due to the misery he has brought to the neighbourhood. Lock him up. Parkinson, who has an appalling record amassed since he was just 11, also posted bragging pictures of himself smoking suspicious-looking cigarettes. Real soundboard moments today. Smoke weed, suspicious-looking cigarettes. On social media and spelt his own name in cannabis leaves. Oh, he needs to move to Canada. Yesterday, he began a sentence at a young offenders institution for another string of offences, including reversing a stolen Fiesta into a police officer who was trying to catch him. Parkinson stretched and yawned loudly as he was handed a 4-year sentence at Manchester's Minshull Street Crown Court. The Manchester Evening News reports. He don't give a fuck. There's not a single fuck in the world that he will give. He is a bad motherfucker. He is a rebel, a renegade. He plays by no one's rules but his own. He's a crooked cop. His wife don't want to see him. His kids don't want to know him. He's got a drink problem. He's popping pills. Can't sleep. And he's got to get Mendoza, or if it's the last thing he does before, I don't know, walking off into the sunset. Anyway, describing how Parkinson had reversed into the police officer, the judge said, You tried to get past and rammed into the front of the lorry. The very brave police officer, doing what police officers do on behalf of decent members of society, got out and tried to approach you. What did you do? You reversed. The door was open and you caught him sent him flying over the body of his car like. What he must have been wondering at the time, one can only imagine, like. The court heard how the police officer could have been killed. There's a picture of him now smoking a suspicious-looking cigarette, complete with a matching blue Nike tracksuit, some Nike Air Max trainers, sat atop a moped. He is a bad boy. Very bad boy. Parkinson has amassed 47 convictions for 77 crimes from the age of 11. This includes twice assaulting police officers, as well as robbery, violence, theft of vehicles, and flouting court orders. Add that onto the list. His defense barrister told the court Parkinson had one of the worst starts in life I've seen, and is extremely immature for his age. Well, he certainly looks very immature. There's a picture of him with a shooter. That's good, isn't it? That's an air rifle, yeah. It looks like the thug life very much has chosen him. And, of course, as you know, one does not themselves choose the thug life. It is the thug life that does the choosing. Yeah, anyway, so we now go to the comments. Cal75 says, Little Rodent, looks about 12. That's got 2 likes. Fergie1234 says, this dysfunctional boy is going to grow up and be even worse than he is now. He will either kill or maim someone in the future. Prison will not help him. He will be at home with his friends, learning new ways to be bad. Put him in solitary in an asylum for 20 years and problem solved. Touch draconian there, Fergie1234. Arnie says, he'll be out in a year. DM198 says, probably will have the time of his life in prison, smoking mamba and spice, and we will see him again doing the toilet brush challenge. I don't know what that means. Little man syndrome needs shooting. Okay, that's nice. Defcon 3 says, hope he gets it up the bum in the greenhouse. What is it about people in comment sections on newspapers advocating for prison rape? That's genuinely awful. Like, even if, as a joke, that's horrendous. Lucas81 says, who's the daddy? You pair of cunts. I mean, he's a bad boy, no mistakes, but the punishment should fit the crime, I think. Fucking Nora. Right, okay, let's find out. So we've got some more IKEA furniture to play. Look, I'm going to play Misfits by Posse. He's a good boy, very long legs, good mustache action. He's Dutch. He's coming on the show next Wednesday. So put that in your Filofax, put that in your Google Calendar, in your diary. Tell all your friends on Snapchat. Tell all your relatives on Friends Reunited. And just update your Bebo about it. Right, let's get this little cunt off the screen.
I'd like to begin with a fact. A simple yet shocking fact. Much of this material has been described as an illustrated detailed course in perversion. Think then of the consequences to the inexperienced youth who, in purchasing and studying this...
People are saying I should get him to do a show on Threshold from the inside.
Misfits. Much of this material has been described as an illustrated, detailed course in perversion. Think then of the consequences to the inexperienced youth who, in purchasing and studying this material, becomes a pawn for these misfits.
That's Posse, Misfits, Netherlands' only drum and bass producer. There are no others. Don't at me. Right, okay, more sort of sex toy news. Another sex toy has been hacked, and this one has a camera on the tip. Uh-oh. The Ciarán R vibrator has a built-in torch and endoscope camera, allowing the user to record and share their experiences with a partner. This is just sounds more like gynecology really than a sex toy. I'll click for sound. Let's see how this works out.
Introducing CMI, a 100% waterproof wireless vibrator with a built-in camera and LED light. CMI is packaged in a quality box, which lists all of the basic functions on the side.
Why is the audio like that?
Product is enclosed by a delicate foam-like material for its protection. The instructions and warranty can be found underneath the product.
Sounds like the Red Queen out of Resident Evil.
CMI also comes with a USB cord and a velvet dust bag for convenience. The USB cord can be plugged into the device on the wide end of the water drop shaped CMI.
Can you charge it off your vape? Right, well, it looks terrifying. It's a dildo with a camera on the end, basically. Not much more to it than that. It's got a light as well. I mean, it's just a tool of gynecology. Look, Jesus, once you go down this whole sex robot rabbit hole on the Mirror, there is about 1 million different articles. And latest sex robot doll is head that sings and smiles, and you can control it with your smartphone. Brits who bought WeVibe sex toy that spies on users could be entitled to thousands in compensation. Inside Germany's first sex doll-only brothel, where plastic prostitutes are rented out 12 times a day for 71 quid an hour. Westworld-style sex bots could soon be a reality after AI app developed to give love dolls personalities. That's the beginning of the end. Yeah. So we've given it a personality. All right, cool. What's she like? She's a twat, to be honest. She's an absolute nose. All she does is complain and say that she's unsatisfied by your flaccid, limp peen. And she just wants to watch the cricket. It's weird. I think we need to do some reprogramming. Yeah, she just wants you to make her a cheese toastie while she watches the cricket, and then she just complains about your lack of heft. This is a disaster. Security researchers have managed to hack their way into yet another sex toy. This one has a camera embedded on the tip. The Simi vibrator, manufactured by US firm Svacom, sounds like a drum and bass producer, costs 250 notes and connects to the internet over Wi-Fi. It has a built-in torch and endoscope, allowing the user to know the subtle changes inside your private areas. What? People like putting stuff in each other's private areas, but I don't know if they've got too much interest in what it actually looks like inside those areas. Like, what I've always wanted is to just find out, like, really what the inside of my girlfriend's vagina looks like. Yeah, really on the inside. Okay, you'll have a look. What's it look like? Sort of pink, I guess. It's quite dark up there. Has a built-in torch and endoscope camera. Yeah. However, penetration testing... company Pen Test Partners has discovered it is trivial to connect to Simi's web interface and access intimate videos recorded by the device. Trivial. In a blog post, the company explained that anyone could access the vibrator's video stream by hacking the device's Wi-Fi access point and entering the manufacturer's default password, 888888, if it had not been changed. Those with more advanced knowledge could gain complete control over operation of the device. Oh, God. We could write a rogue application, compel a user to connect our app to the device using the default credentials, and then use the already inbuilt functionality to perform unsolicited actions on the device. If we get a user to connect their device to their home Wi-Fi, we could siphon all video data, Wi-Fi passwords, and a list of local networks off it and send it to somewhere unsolicited. Oh, dear. Oh, dearie me. That sounds like rough news. So, don't... Oh, this woman's terrifying. Why does she sound the way she sounds? Play. All right.
Wireless vibrator with a built-in camera and LED light.
Sounds like the effect that someone would put on a vocal to make it sound creepy and weird before a drop in a drum and bass tune. There you are. The headline is another sex toy has been hacked. It's on the Mirror website. You're more than welcome to sign that to sample that for the Teledildonics or whatever it's called tune. Right, look, we now move to a type of music called drum and bass. This is a track by Foreign Concept. It's called Kilmersdon. Kilmersdon. It's a nice bit, actually. That's a naughty bit of gear. It's by Foreign Concept. It's called Kilmer's Don. Sounds like a nice mid-Sussex village. Alright. Right, it would appear that I have to do something of a U-turn on something I reported yesterday. Police were warning that there were meth pills that looked like sweets and, you know, careful with your trick-or-treating. Little boy tests positive for meth after going trick-or-treating. Well, you know, suspend your disbelief for a moment. A horrified US mum has spoken out to warn others of her little boy as he tested positive for meth after going trick-or-treating. 5-year-old Braylon Pence had a seizure and was rushed into hospital after he accidentally ate some of the drug while knocking on people's doors for sweets with his dad. Urine tests showed that he had methamphetamine or meth in his system. His mum, Julia, 25, from Mount Gilead, Ohio, says she arrived at the hospital to find her son disorientated and aggressive. Yeah, he's razzed up on meth. What do you expect? Julia said he was disorientated. He didn't know who he was or where he was. You could tell at the hospital that he was real high from whatever he ingested. Smoke. He was really wired and kind of aggressive. Braylon had been out trick-or-treating with his dad for around an hour and a half before they returned home, and he had a seizure. When they came inside, my son had a seizure and he couldn't feel his left arm. His dad took him to the hospital and doctors gave him a CT scan and checked his urine. It tested positive for methamphetamine. Braylon spent 7 hours in hospital under observation before he was allowed to go home. He said he's going to have one hell of a come down. Both parents say they have struggled with addiction in the past, but they are now sober. They are speaking out now to try and warn other parents. Now, someone appears to be woke in the top of the comments. Says James O'Neill says, "I'll put my money on the kid got it from his own home." 38 likes on that one. Yes. The plot thickens. Why would you be giving out meth to children? Makes no logical sense. Maybe he's Found something around the house. Oh dear, blame it on the trickle-treating. Hey, I don't know. Jesus, I wasn't there. I'm not omnipresent. God knows I wish I was, but I'm not. What would I do if I was omnipresent? I'd probably just do the whole Bezos thing, you know? Peer into people's bedrooms, watching them on the job, you know, criticising their technique with some loud booming voice. No, come on, go in deeper. Is that as deep as you can go? Pathetic. Pathetic. A bit like the big heads out of Rick and Morty. Show me what you got. Pathetic. You call that a wang? Pathetic. Yeah. Anyway, this is, talking of Rick and Morty, this is another track off that Jade Propaganda EP. This is called Man Eating Lizard Dragon, D&B VIP. It's on Eat Brain. Yeah, this is a nice bit. I like it.
Who is in need of an antipsychotic? He seemed pretty crazy. Man eating lizard dragon. Man eating lizard dragon. Man eating lizard dragon. Man eating lizard dragon. Lizard dragon. Nothing could stop it.
That's a naughty one.
Nothing could stop it.
Called Man Eating Lizard. It's by Jade.
Who is in need of an antipsychotic?
It's on Eat Brain.
You seem pretty crazy.
A reminder, I'll be here. Well, I won't be. I'll be on Facebook Live at 3 p.m. for Rankin's Records.
Man Eating Lizard Dragon.
Which will, of course, be broadcast on Threshold.fm at the same time. I'll be playing the best drum and bass vinyl available on the flat earth.
Nothing could stop it.
I'm almost certainly hurling shoes across the room. Okay, a little update to a story I did cover a number of weeks ago. Assault charges dropped against couple dragged to floor and arrested in Tesco over Volvic water row. If you don't remember this, a couple, Nazir and Maria Hussein, attempted to buy 20 large bottles of water because she liked to have one a day. It was kind of like her trademark. She's a teacher at school, a much beloved teacher. This is worth pointing out. Beloved by students and parents and other teachers alike. She was saintly. Anyway, they tried to buy 20 bottles of it, and the store went, you can't buy that many at once. And they went, why? Perfectly reasonable question. They went, just because. And anyway, it escalated. The police arrived, and yeah, they ended up being thrown to the ground. There's a video of it. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. You can't even believe that it's happening. It's absolutely insane. The police are so badly trained. The policeman just starts hitting him in the head. Like, they've just got no idea what they're doing. Like, the policeman's trying to sort of drag the woman to the floor. She's much smaller than him. He's just no idea what he's doing. Another guy is trying to restrain. There's a woman from there's a woman who works there who's like about 4 foot tall, like going, stay back, don't get involved. It's just so ridiculous. It's like, we just wanted to buy some water. Why is this happening? Right, cuff 'em. Right. Anyway, they've dropped the assault charges on the for the sort of resisting arrest, and there is now an investigation looking into the behaviour of the police. Who you can see they're just it's absolutely outrageous. You just can't believe that it's if this was America, they'd have probably just shot them both dead. It's just absurd. Anyway, right, we move on. New TV show sees couples have sex at first sight to find out if they like each other. Right, yeah, okay, yeah. Producer says it's an experiment in whether making love makes you fall in love. TV dating shows have been getting quirkier and more brutal, evolving from the gentle questions of blind date to picking nude partners on Naked Attraction. There's even been Marriage Without Meeting and Married at First Sight. It's quite a good program, actually, as far as those sort of things goes. I've enjoyed a few of those. And a new show will go to the next logical conclusion, with couples having sex as soon as they meet, then deciding if they want to get to know each other. This has disaster written all over it. Yeah, this seems. I mean, sure, why not? Okay, if you're really genuinely both up for it, fucking crack on. But it does seem like it has real potential for disaster. It follows the 2016 Channel 4 show Sex Box, where couples had sex on TV before discussing their relationship. That show featured one pair of strangers among the established couples. Not seen, not heard of that. Sounds like a bit of fun. This new TV experience will be all strangers having sex before they get to know each other. Having protected, consensual sex in the bedroom with the curtains drawn, no lights on, making no noise about it, just getting it done. Okay. The show will film the moment when the couples meet just before the act. Then immediately after, they go on camera to rate performance and decide if they want to go on a first date. I think it sounds like a disaster, particularly for the women. I think that, well, I guess maybe it takes a certain kind of someone. The show is called Making Love, has been filmed with English couples and was unveiled at the major MIP Com TV conventions in Cannes. It's made by a French production company, blah, 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 blah. The sell for the show reads, "Good making love, make you fall in love. Behind the bedroom door, cameras have captured the new couple's every move, every awkward moment, and has been edited by guest editor Jeff Bezos." After the act, the show follows the couples over several weeks to see if their relationship develops. When is it on? Where is it on? When is it on? There are no details. What's it called? It's called Making Love. Making Love TV show. Right, not getting a lot of love there. Nope, forget it. It's probably fake news. It's from Cornwall Live website. It's probably fake news. I'm going to go with that. This is Rido. It's called Agony. Rido, I believe, is a kind of table in IKEA. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the show. So I think it's probably as good a time as any to shout out the VIP list. This is a list of bad motherfuckers supporting Coffee and Memes and Threshold.fm as a whole on Patreon, donating $10 a month or more. And if you want to, you get your name on this list and shout it out every show. It's Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Oliver Hooper, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Tony Hark, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthew Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Mattieu Boulard, Zara Pickles, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, and Mike Pye.
You too can become a patron of Threshold.fm. Get your name on the VIP list. Wake, pray, slay. Lobsters of the world unite. Sex robots are taking over.
Oh, just a note to anyone who ordered one of the gold Threshold jumpers, sweatshirts, hoodies. They are being made at the moment and should be shipped Monday or Tuesday by my own fair hands. Juiced in the chat, he says, "Hi Rankin, any chance of you supporting us with a track list of the tunes played?" Yes, there is a link in the comment in the details on the YouTube video called Spotify playlist, and if you go to that, I have created a Spotify playlist of all the tunes ever played on this show, and you can follow it, and it will be updated every couple of days. And that's about as easy as it gets, really. Ah, yes, mugs. Mugs, hopefully next week. Well, sent off for production next week. I am but one guy, and I try to do as much as possible, but I cannot do everything. Another reminder, Hugh Danner, aka Duff, will be bringing his All Aboard drum and bass spectacular to Threshold.fm tonight at 9 PM. Yeah, that was Rido with Agony. It's on Viper. That's a fucking bloody belter of a tune. Anyway, thank you very much for listening today. I'll be back at 3 PM with Rankin's Records. Scientific FM will be at 8. Duff will be at 9. Damn, we've got a fucking hot day of bloody Threshold today. I'm telling you. Ho, ho, ho.
Lobsters.
Lobster crew, thank you very much for tuning in. You're wonderful. Anyone else listening will be reminded that you can get Coffee and Memes as a podcast on iTunes. Just go to your podcast app of choice, even if that's not the Apple one. Search for Coffee and Memes and that bad boy will come right up. Yes. So, until later, don't let your memes be dreams. Shoe throwers of the world unite. All lobsters under one roof. Goodbye. I love you all. God bless.